Hey class, this is a video to help you with CAP 3. I asked you to do a few things in this CAP paper. One, I want you to unpack some of Aristotle's main concepts, which is hard enough. So in this case, the first part of the paper, you're just trying to tell me about Aristotle, right? What is the telos of humanity right here for Aristotle? This is for Aristotle now, right? What is the ultimate goal or purpose? How does that relate to Aristotle's notion of virtue? How are happiness and virtue related to each other, interconnected? Talk about how habits and habit forming is related to virtue and character and morality. Why is that so important? The golden mean, how is that related to virtue? So unpack these things. What does Aristotle mean by telos and virtue and golden mean? Give a few of your own thoughts. What do you think about this? Where is Aristotle right? Where is Aristotle wrong? At this point, you really should, 600 words, 700 words. You should sort of unpack some of Aristotle's thoughts, give some of your own reflection, and then save the last 400 or 500 words to applying virtue theory to a specific moral issue. Choose any one you want, something you're interested in, something that's, right, divorce or poverty or the environment or lying, cheating on a test. I don't know what. What's interesting to you? Right? What moral issue are you grappling with or have you dealt with recently in the workplace or with your children? And apply virtue theory. How are they going to handle it? The first thing you do when you apply it, you've got to decide what tradition. Is this virtue theory from a Christian tradition, a Christian perspective? Because Christian virtue looks a little different. Is this virtue theory from Aristotle's perspective? Right? So embed yourself in a particular tradition and their notion of virtue, and then say, how would this virtue theory apply to the topic at hand and be relevant for that topic, right? So I hope that this helps, right? I think that something to think about is that virtue theory is going to care more about the content of your heart and your character, your desires, than it is about outcomes. So, where utilitarianism might say cheating's wrong because it's unfair to your classmates and you don't learn the material you need to learn, and if you go to grad school or something, you won't know what you're supposed to know, and it'll point to all these negative consequences. Virtue theory says cheating reveals your true heart. It shows that you don't respect the material of your teacher. You lose the internal goods of hard work, studying for a test, really preparing. So it's not about the consequences external to you, it's more about the internal transformation that occurs when you work hard, and cheating avoids that, and cheating reveals who you are as a person. This is just one example. And virtue ethics is more interested in who you are as a person, what your true desires are, because the moral person desires the right things, and it cares more about internal goods, what's happening inside of you, rather than external goods. So that might help as you apply virtue ethics to a specific issue. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, and I will try to help. So have a great day, and I look forward to reading these papers.